So now let's look at positioning for low birth weight. Low birth weight babies, we all know they are small, and it is always good to ensure that they are wrapped at all times. So for a low birth weight baby, we can have the baby this way. The baby will be tucked into the mother's arm. By so doing, there will be warmth transfer between the mother and the baby. So the baby will still be keeping warm. Meanwhile, the elbow, the baby's buttocks will be supported by the mother's elbow, while the hand here will be supporting the baby's head. By so doing, if we look at it, we also discover that the baby can look at the mother face to face in the eye. There's also close contact between the baby and the mother, and the body is straight. For these low birth weight babies, we ensure that we wrap them so that they will still continue to feel the warmth. Here, the baby will be can latch on the breast, and breastfeeding will be done conveniently. The mother can decide to rest her back and breastfeed the baby this way. The baby will latch properly on the areola. With this position, at the same time, the baby is keeping warm. Meanwhile, the hand is supporting the baby's head, while the mother's elbow is supporting the baby's buttocks and the remaining part of the body. This, in effect, ensures that the baby remains warm. That's for a low birth weight baby. For a multiple birth, exclusive breastfeeding can also be carried out, because if early initiation of breastfeeding was done at the appropriate time, that is within 1 hour of delivery, and if breastfeeding is usually done on demand, day and night, there will be milk production. The more you breastfeed, the more milk is produced. So it is very possible for us to breastfeed exclusively multiple births, and there are different positions for multiple births as well. For instance, we have the position for multiple births that are low weight, and we also have positions for multiple births that are on the normal weight, and we can as well breastfeed them together. Can breastfeed them individually, we can also breastfeed them at the same time. Let's look at the positions. For instance, this is a good position for a multiple birth of low birth weight as well. And definitely for multiple birth, we will need helpers to help us, and this will always can be done in the comfort of our bedroom, our home, as the case may be. So this way, the baby's bodies will be talking, and for this, we can make use of pillow. We have a pillow to support the baby here, and another pillow to support the other baby. So when they are comfortable, the main thing is for us to ensure that the babies are straight. The face facing the mother, the tummy touching the mother, and the baby lying straight. Here, the mother's shoulders will be, and the pillow will be supporting the baby this way, and the other side. So the hand will be there to support the baby's head and ensure that the head are not twisted this way, because naturally, even we adults, not to talk of babies only this time, if any of us, we can also practice it. Just turn your head this way, swallow your saliva. You will discover it's difficult. The same thing are what children are facing. If they are not well positioned, to swallow will be difficult for them. And at the end of the day, that's why most of these children see breastfeeding as a tug of war. When it's time for breastfeeding, they tend to reject. But with proper positioning and attachment, with baby's face facing the mother and the belly touching the mother and supported with pillow for multiple births, the children are ready to go. Multiple births children can breastfeed at the same time. There is also another position for them. This way, we can use the normal position whereby we tuck them in one another. Definitely, they are not resting on themselves. They are together to create warmth for themselves. So by so doing, each of them grabs either of the breasts, and they will be positioned straight. The baby's face is facing the breast directly, the other one is facing it, and their tummy is adjacent to each other, and they are straight. So by so doing, we create an avenue for them to be comfortable and launch on the breast easily. They will launch on their roller, at the same time creating warmth for themselves. It can also be used for low birth weight, multiple birth, so that there will be warmth generated between themselves and also through the mother. Then, for older children, we can also breastfeed while lying down, maybe at night, especially working class mothers that will go to work early, come back late. At the same time in the night, you want to continue to breastfeed your babies. Instead of standing up, from 3 months upward, a woman can breastfeed a baby lying down. The mother will lie down, the baby will lie down beside her and face her. The most important thing in that position is to ensure that the baby's head is raised. The baby's head is raised a little on the mother's elbow, so that the baby swallow easily, so that the baby will not be choked. So the mother will lie down, the baby will also lie down, with the baby facing the mother and the baby's head resting directly on the mother's elbow. It is very, very practicable and it is convenient. In effect, what we are saying now with all this position is that breastfeeding thoroughly requires correct position and attachment. There is no child that does not like to breastfeed. It is only wrong positioning and attachment that discourages mother and the children too, especially our infant. Those are the aspects that makes our exclusive breastfeeding rates to actually come down. If we can look at positioning and attachment critically and ensure that mothers are taught the best positioning and attachment, if they are encouraged, it will also affect our indices and we will have good, healthy children in our society. Thank you very much.